academics saying that he has another sneak diss coming for Kendrick Lamar, man. Do you think that this is a good idea for Drake?
This is not a good idea at all. This is not. This is not what you lost. Like, just let it go. This 18 date tour was the Toronto one.
Oh shit! So that was supposed to be the first one. Wow.
Yeah, and they canceled it. They canceled it. Due to and he believes it's due to his allegiance to Kendrick Lamar in the public battle versus Drake. But yeah, July 18th, sold out concert.
Wow. So he had to support the fans. I'm sure are really upset. I would be upset. You know what I mean? Just like I understand sometimes the cops can be like, oh, if there's like a rap beef, you don't want to like encourage violence. But come on, man. It's Schoolboy Q. He's been in the game for over a decade. You know, he has a fan base all around the world. It's kind of fucked up, you know, especially in a beef that isn't like a street beef. Like nothing has happened. Do you think Drake like had anything to do with this? Because
I wouldn't be surprised. I feel like he picked up the phone.
Yeah.
Between everything that's been going on, like Drake is going to figure out ways to try to just make life inconvenient. I think for TDE, any associated artists, things like that. Schoolboy said that Canadian police don't want nobody from TDE performing. They canceled my Toronto show. Canadian police don't want nobody performing.
Damn.
And a spokesperson from the department said the decision to cancel this event was made by the venue, not by the Toronto Police Service.
You know, no one ever wants to take accountability for these things. It's always pointing the finger
they
to
got
the
to
other
pass the
person.
buck. Pass the
Seriously,
buck,
it's like when these things happen, no one wants to deal with the backlash. But Troy, you think Drake had anything to do with this?
Yeah, I think Drake is apparently one of the co-owners of this venue, along with Live Nation. So I'm sure he probably, or maybe they did it on his behalf, but he's definitely involved somehow. I don't blame him. He's so petty. It makes sense.
He's a petty guy. You know, they're also saying that, Drake's been spending a lot of time in Houston and Texas, and a DJ just came out and said that they actually banned Not Like Us in Houston. They can't play the song in Houston clubs because of Drake. They're trying to welcome Drake, and Drake put the word out. You talk about Jay Prince.
Listen, who is Jay Prince? That's been my question for 3+ years now.
I mean, Mason Cam had the same question.
Yeah. Hey, I just don't get it. I don't get it. But shut down all of Houston from playing a song? And that song is a turn up.
Yeah, that's messed up. And what does Houston have to do with Kendrick Lamar and Drake? I know Drake said he was from Houston, Atlanta, Vegas, but that's a made-up place. So it's like, what's going on? Like, you ban it. I can understand banning it in Toronto.
That's the Bermuda Triangle of strip clubs, Houston, Atlanta, Vegas.
Freaky ass nigga.
For real. That's crazy, but no, I don't know. I have to assume it has something to do with Jay Prince. Jay Prince probably heard that song out one too many times and was like, you know what, none of you niggas playing this shit no more.
He's way too old to be out. Jay Prince, you need to be with Biden and go sit down somewhere. That's all I'm gonna say. Stay out of the street beef, this rap stuff. You're too old for this.
Listen, I might go to Houston for Labor Day. I saw Sean like last week, 2 weeks ago.
That'd be a move.
We were talking about it. I was like, maybe I will go down there.
No, it's gonna be hot as shit down there.
That's the thing.
Yeah. You did Texas around that time, a couple years ago, right?
Yeah, for Labor Day. In Austin, it wasn't that bad, honestly. But it did rain like when I was there.
Gotcha.
So cooled it off a little bit, but I don't know.
Yeah, man. Drake, he's a petty guy. He's a petty guy.
For sure.
They're saying he's not done with the beef. I know you said for the last couple months you've been saying, Drake, just sit your ass down for the rest of the year, chill out, let people forget about it,
Yeah.
And he's been out and about a little bit. We've seen him look real stressed.
Yeah.
He looks like he's definitely lost some weight.
He looked like he lost weight, like he aged a little bit. His face just looked weird. Like he's going through it. That is for sure.
Yeah, for real. He really is. It's like, damn. But he asked for this. Let's not forget. But and also, academics saying that he has another sneak diss coming for Kendrick Lamar, man. Do you think that this is a good idea for Drake?
This is not a good idea at all. This is not what you lost. Like, just let it go. Go back to being a singing nigga, just like Kendrick told you to do. And everything will be fine. Just come back early next year after the U.S. election. All that kind of stuff is done. And, drop a project, make all your fans happy again. It'll be fine. But you cannot sneak this. Not when you got murdered.
Yeah. And is it even a sneak diss if they say he's dropping a sneak diss? Like,
because if Kendrick has to spin the block again, it's going to be over this time. Like, it was already done, but it wasn't over for you. Like, I don't think you want to do that. I think that's a really bad idea.
I think it's a terrible idea as well. I think it's already over for him. I think he's on the next phase of his career. You know, we see him posing with 50 Cent, 50 saying, no, we got some TV ideas. And we all see rappers kind of make that shift after a while. You know, I feel like it's his time to make a shift.
I mean, and for him, it's like going back home. Yeah. That's how he got started as TV. Like, that's how he was discovered in a way. Like, so I don't think that's too far-fetched. I'm surprised he didn't make the shift back sooner.
Yeah.
Because he's been in the game now 15 years.
Yeah, I mean, he's dabbled in TV. He helped produce, like, Euphoria.
Yeah, and he's done some, like, commercials and things like that. And he's definitely, you're right.
Yeah, but he hasn't, you know, made that big shift away like a 50 Cent or Ice Cube, you know, kind of made the real shift into movies and film. Yeah. But I do have a problem with academics talking about this because it's just like, it's not a sneak diss if you say a sneak diss is coming. Like, it's not a sneak diss. That's like saying something's low key and telling everyone on social media. It makes no sense. Like, so if he's gonna diss him, just diss him, but don't do no sneaky shit. At this point, it's ridiculous. Him posing with selfies with Tupac on his shirt. He's still doing weird shit with sparkly sneakers. Troy, do you think Drake will ever stop with the sneaky petty shit?
No, I don't think so. I think it's like ingrained in him, and I think he's just gonna, like, you know, ride this out for the rest of his career.
Oh, that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
It's not good. It's not good for him, I don't think, especially when, you know, we hit the streets. We heard people, even on social media, where he was thriving in the beginning of the beef, and everyone was saying, Kendrick's scared, he's not going to drop, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. They flipped on him. It's just like, man, stop.
Every single person we spoke to said, nah, Kendrick killed him.
Yeah.
This is what academic said. He said, it's sneak dissing time. It's never really over. I can't wait to hear the first sneak diss.
Oh, my God.
Matter of fact, I won't even tell y'all what I heard, but the first sneak diss Drake got, that's dissing Kendrick, how he positions it, that's going to be interesting.
Ak is just literally entirely compromised at this point. Like, he has Drake's whole hand up his ass like a puppet.
Yeah, and honestly, academics has been corny for a really long time for me. Probably since after Everyday Struggle.
Okay.
But this beef with, like, him being just, like you said, a puppet for Drake through the whole thing, it's so corny. Yeah. It's so corny. Like, the caping, like, when clearly your guy got murdered, like, it's just, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Especially if you're supposed to be, like, a go-to source for people when it comes to hip-hop and things like that. At what point do you just be objective?
Never.
Like, for Ak, it's never.
I mean, hip-hop, I feel like
he always does pick a side.
I feel like hip-hop is just, you know, it's like WWE. Like, I don't believe anyone. It's about relationships. It's about getting ahead. I mean, I can't think of one person who's above it. I can't, honestly. But Drake is a petty ass dude, man. He's definitely taking notes on who's on his side, who's not on his side. Let us know, guys. Do you think it's a bad idea for Drake to keep dissing Kendrick Lamar? Do you think that he had anything to do with Schoolboy Q's concert in Toronto getting canceled? Let us know. But Drake, I feel like he don't forget. I think he was watching Kendrick's concert on Amazon Prime, and he was taking notes because he was shouting out all, you know, Team USA, Team Canada basketball players, but he left out one guy, man, King James.
Arguably one of his best friends. Or so we thought. Right?
I don't know. Honestly, I'm not sure. They have been very close. They made a lot of comparisons to each other. You know, we saw Drake talk about the Ye beef on The Shop, you know, and open up and say how Ye hurt him and bullied him. And he was hurt.
Yeah.
And LeBron was supportive. Him and Maverick were egging Drake on. Pretty much just let him go off. So they gave him his platform. They've had a really close relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the song Forever, Drake's song for LeBron's documentary, talking 14 years ago?
Long time
They
ago,
have a long relationship. But we were talking about Bron, at the Kendrick concert dancing. He wasn't on stage, but if Savannah let him, he might have went up there. We don't know. But I just want to say, shout out to Bron because he's really been showing out for Team USA. And without him,
thank God.
Without him, I don't know if they would have won these games. But Drake don't appreciate that, man. He left Bron out of the post.
He did. He did for a reason. I mean, remember on July 4th, we saw... or not July 4th, on Canada Day, we saw KD at Drake's house listening to music, vibing and stuff like that.
Steph seems to still support Drake because they're playing Not Like Us, and he seemed like he was over it.
He said, I'm tired of hearing this shit.
Well, let's not forget, Drake has KD and Steph Curry's numbers tattooed on him because when they played Toronto in the finals.
Does he really?
Yes.
Oh, that's nasty. That's nasty. This man has the worst tattoos. Oh my God.
He does.
That's nuts.
Bro, he was courtside clapping for the Raptors with KD and Steph's number on his arm, and he put a sweatband over the tattoo because he was rooting for the Raptors in 2019 finals.
He needs to really listen. He better be happy with LeBron, regardless of what happens. Because the only reason the Raptors got a ring is because LeBron wasn't in the East anymore. That's the only reason.
Wait, he wasn't at the time? Oh yeah, he wasn't. No. You're right. 2019.
No. Because he was literally the Raptor killer. Like any time he played them, it was.
Well, I would say it was more on Kawhi, joining the team. In my opinion.
Okay. All right. Well,
it was adding Kawhi, but hey, it doesn't matter, man. Drake has loyalty to Steph and KD over LeBron. Yeah. You think we'll see him and LeBron be cool? Because we heard Kendrick say, keep the family away, Bron.
Yeah. He said it to Curry too. He did say it to Curry too. But I think
that's true.
I think Drake and LeBron, they might have spoke about it.
You think so?
I wouldn't be surprised. Like if you see somebody that, again, you've been around for the last 15 years, y'all hit the club every once in a while, you do different media things, you've been getting money a little bit together, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And then that person is supporting your rival that's kicking your back in for a fucking month straight, basically. I would have to call up that person too. Be like, yo, I thought we was boys. Like, you over here at this man's concert, you turning up with him. You was at the fucking music shoot too. Like, what's going on?
He was cool. Bron had a relationship with Kendrick too. Like that, he had a relationship with both people. And also, Drake, I don't think he's the type to actually call someone and I don't know, because Joe Budden said he did DM him and talk to him. But then, like Kai Cenat said, Drake blocked him after he liked the Kendrick song. So, but then
Kai literally just the other day got some leaked song directly from Drake and was like playing it on his stream. Okay. Like there's like you said with hip hop, there's a lot of weird games that they be playing together.
Yeah,
and I don't know, but I feel like with LeBron and Drake, hopefully it's nothing crazy. I mean, they should be able to piece it up. If not, they each going to be fine. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it does not matter at all. They're both like billionaires or something. So it is what it is. Win some and lose some.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, Drake still had a lot of friends at that all-white party. It seemed like, they didn't play any Kendrick Lamar music, according to TMZ. So I think that, some people still want to maintain that relationship with him. But Kendrick really turned a lot of people against them. And I think Drake kind of turned people against himself, just being a douchebag. But,
Listen, stop talking to them young girls, boy.
It's just bad. The Heart Part 6 was one of the worst songs ever made. So that kind of sealed the deal. I don't know if you can recover from that, but we'll see. Subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe on Spotify. Follow on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok.
All the apps. We're everywhere. We are everywhere.